We are in Marseille, we are at the Esailing GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Esailing GP will receive their trophies.
Okay, listen guys, let's stop messing around. Look. World champion, Velista 71 from Italy. And what a tremendous performance from Italy. They've got gold and they got bronze with...
Hello, good evening, good morning everybody around the world, and special good morning to Europe. Welcome to Esailing TV. My name is Tom Stranucci, and today we are going to stream again the Lockdown series. It is season number 3 coming up, so let's get ready to rumble. The Lockdown series is organized by the Danish Royal Danish Yacht Club. It's collecting people from all around the world. It's an international series, so if all of you still want to join, then please write Lucas Moore pretty fast. I know there's a little bit room in there, and that might be why they can be a little bit delayed. But I know it's the top racers in the world there are in this regatta. And let's go in and see today's regatta, what it's all about. We can see here there is going to be 6 races. Back to back, one discard after race number 4. It's going to be on NACRA 17, a 49er, a 49er. So we are starting with a foil boat, fast foil boat, then we go into a fast keel boat, and we are ending up with 2 times J70. There's the tactical and strategic slow boat today. And on the list, when we're watching down, we can see a series there. We can see a span 019, Lucas Moore, Alexandro Malino, Bandido, Tim Carpentier, Argo Cristiano, Felix Superman, Kasiyaka from Turkey, Matt USA, the Mothership, and Borg and Gilios from Denmark, Tubedet from Spain, Sergio from Spain, Bonsai from Germany, Al-Zwamin from the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, Martin Fernandez, Portugal, and he needs to be fresh because tonight at 9 Central European time, 10 Central European time, 9 his time, he will be playing the final in the Portuguese J-boats. There's been running all weekend. Peter, he is new, he's from Belgium. Then we have 96C from UAE, Pooh Monkley, Enevoldsen, Casus Kai, Maxens LM, and Smith. And this list might change a little bit, but we're just getting ready for the things. They're going to race in 2 groups today. I can see, so the groups has been set. So now we're just waiting for the races to be started. If there should be any questions or anything, we are in the chat. That's why we're watching up here in our fantastic new studio. See how good the image is going through here. It's really, really great, and we are getting ready for it. Race number 1 is going to be set up now. So let's go in and find it. We'll start. There will be in 2 groups: a group yellow and a group blue. And a group yellow is, let me just read it here, is Span 019, Maxens, Bandido, Enborg, Argo Cristiano, Al-Zwamin, Sergio Enevoldsen, Petra, Tim Carpentier, Medusa, Cassius Kai, and Asir. And then in group blue we have Martin Fernandez, Lucas Moore, Pooh Monkley, Kasiyaka, Tubedet, Smith, the Mothership, Bonsai, 96C, Ragnar Racing, Alexandro Melino, and Felix Superman, and Gilios. So 2 fantastic groups coming up, and it looks like we are going to start with group yellow in today's race. And we are getting ready for them to join in here. See, it's the NACRA 17 coming up. It's going to be a fast race. We're going to see two of them in the races. And it's a reach start we're going to see in this NACRA. So we're going to start with two very action-moved races. There is coming up in today's race. That's fantastic. And now we're just waiting for the groups to join in, because Lucas Moore is the race officer. He is together with Matt USA and Viking Racer, and they are pushing them into it. It looks like 5 races, a grand finale race and a medal race. So there's a small change in the notification of race here. So we will just go in and read it while we are waiting for them to come up. So each group will have qualified 10 people to the grand final with one race without a discharge card, and then there will be a medal race with double points with a grand final for top 10, where they will do the F50. So that's going to be very interesting what's coming up. It's going to be a fast regatta today, a fast cup, especially with these fast boats, and also because we just came into summertime in Europe, so a lot of players has not woke up yet during this lockdown period, because they slept 1 hour less than normal, and that's why they are coming in and getting ready for it. But let's go in game and let's see what happens here in the lockdown series, season number 3, or series number 3 that's coming up. Right now we can see the French and the Danes are ready, but who's not ready in this group? We can see the Spanish and also the UAE players has not entered the race yet. So it's all about what's coming up. The Spanish players are coming in now. So they're just waking up, all of them stretching a little bit here, 9 in the morning, and if it hasn't come into summertime, then it was 8 in the morning here European time, and that might be why some of the players has not woke up yet. But I know the race officers will start the race in a few sec. Yeah, there's not much more to say to that than. Let's wait for the players to come in. Questions, anything? Write us in the chat. We are here all day. So, we have a player like Viking Racer. We have seen him a little bit before. He has not been one of those who has been top performing. Then we have Matt USA, also called Mads Erhardt. He's also the event coordinator of CLDP Copenhagen, a huge part of KDY, the Royal Danish Yacht Club, up in the northern part of Zealand. Then we have Give Me My Name Back. That must be a Sears. A Sears. Then we have Enevoldsen. Then we have Tim Carpenter, and we have Span 019. Right now, that's 6 players. 6 players out of 14 players. Max Lyrium Menard, also Maxens, a registered sailor coming in, so that's good also from France. But I'm not sure rest of the players are going to join, so let's hope the race officers will start the race in a few sec. Oh, they are waiting for the Pacific Rim to finish up. So so that's going to be a small break in this race. So now it's all about how long they're going to wait for the Pacific Rim before the race will start. There's a medal race now in the Pacific Rim, so let's try to see if we can go over and find that while we are waiting for the lockdown series to start, because that's going to take a little bit of time. It's all about coordinating these races together, and make sure they are all starting at the same time. See, this is the Pacific Rim, and let's go in and take that. Let's go in and take that middle race coming up here. That's going to be the EF50. They're coming in here. A lot of the top players there's going to play in a few seconds in here. We have Span there. We have Inset Salesman, Eric Champagne, Arco Cristiano, Tacitus, Lumen 2, Adrian Gordon. We have Alexander Melino, Anusia, Jose Hidden, Kasiyaka and Stripes. 10 seconds. They're coming here with their fantastic boats into the mark. Oh, false start for one boat up there. Empower, false start, didn't around the mark. Also false start for Anulicia, but Empower doesn't see. No, he's disconnecting. He lost connection there. Rounding the mark, coming first, it's Arco Cristiano, Jose in second, Alien Golden third, Inset Salesman, penalty to Hidden. Stripes rounding that also from Switzerland. But Jose is going to pressure Arco Cristiano a little bit here. They're coming to the gate mark here, rounding it, and they're splitting up, going upwind. This is the middle race of the Pacific Rim that's been playing, and while they're waiting for the Pacific Rim to stop, a lot of these players here is going to be in the lockdown series also. So that's how it's going to be. Adrian Gordon, currently in the lead. The young Kiwi guy who was in the qualifier final of the Esailing GP last time is still showing his strengths in this boat. Great job by him, currently in first position. And there we go. Upwind. He knows where the tricks are with the corners. There's a wind shift here. See, the ley line is moving away from them. Arco Cristiano in second. Eric Champagne coming in front of him. Good tack there. Defending his position and slowing down Arco Cristiano. Three boats are in the position to come first to the top mark. But it's a very close race, but a penalty to Alexander Melino, the Grandmaster of Esailing, in last position at the moment behind. But see those beautiful fleets here, how they are racing up. Beautiful boats coming to the top mark for the first time and getting ready to race downwind. Adrian Gordon in the lead, second place Arco Cristiano, third place Eric Champagne, and Lucia coming in, penalty to Tacitus. Kasiyaka also with a penalty, and I know he can some really bad words in Turkish, especially when he is getting penalized. Let's see here, Adrian Gordon 44, Eric Champagne, Arco Cristiano, and Lucia. Opposite side Stripes, Tacitus, Jose. But the fleet has divided into two groups now. One leading group with 4 boats, actually 3 groups, then we have a middle group, and then we have the rest of the fleet coming in. Rounding the gate mark again, a split we see down here. Interesting call by Arco Cristiano, going opposite than the rest of them. He's here, Adrian Gordon is timing it, so he's doing as few tacks as possible. Coming to the right hand side. No, he is tacking in front of Arco, wants to control him, maybe also to get the wind over the sail. Eric Champagne in third, Arco in second, and Lucia from Italy in third also coming in. They are going upwind here. Who will take it? Lucia, Eric Champagne, Adrian Gordon, Jose, Arco Cristiano, Alexandro Melino. The medal race is on here. It's the last race in the Pacific Rim. Right now it looks good with only 2 points for the young Kiwi. And again, good control of the EF50, but he is in a little bit trouble. He needs to do an extra tack to round this top mark before they are going to race for the reach mark. That will come up in a few seconds. There we have it. Eric Champagne, Adrian Gordon. We have Anna Lucia and Adrian Gordon going to the mark far side of us. Eric Champagne close to us, followed by Lucia. So let's see how they're coming in. Kasiaka, Alexander Melino, hidden coming in, Jose. But it's going to be a win for New Zealand. Adrian Gordon, he might also sit with his CLTP cap on when he's coming in. Eric Champagne, Anna Lucia, Jose, Kasiaka, they're all rounding this gate mark. Alexander Melino, hidden coming in. So Alexander Melino is coming in here in a few seconds. There we go. Kasiaka, 5th. Alexander Melino 7th. Hidden coming in. And behind, it was a victory for New Zealand, but it's also a last place. NZ Salesman coming in last. So, double up for New Zealand, both winning and losing this race. Adrian Gordon with a victory, Eric Champagne in 2nd, Anna Lucia in 3rd, Jose 4th, Kasiaka 5th, Alessandro Malino battling his way up to 6th, Hidden 7, Stripes 8, Lumen 2 9, Argo Cristiano 10, Expansio 19 11, Taxi 2 12, NZ Salesman 13, Empower 14. Stats bet start for Argo Cristiano, Stripes sailing the shortest distance, Kasiaka caught the best win, Salesman is coming last, hit the maximum speed of 51.5, so congratulations in this one. So, we are getting ready for today's next race. It's going to be one fleet in the lockdown series, so they are getting ready here. All the players are joining in now. Also, those who just finished up with the Pacific Rim. And let's go in and see the format. That means there will be 20 skippers today, and the format is quite simple. 6 races back to back. NACRA 17, NACRA 17, 49er, 49er, J17 and J17. And then there will be a medal race in the EF50. So 20 of these beautiful skippers registered for start today will be in this race. And we can see now they're all coming in all the way from the UAE to France to Denmark to Italy, and Turkey and Germany is also there. So a lot of fantastic international player in one race. Of course, this race will be dominated by Danes. It's organized by Danes. But one thing that is the strange and the beautiful about the lockdown series is they're coming in. So so there we go. So we're just waiting them to come in here, and they're getting ready for it. 20 skippers for the start, and the Danes here. I just got a private message. That's why you might heard a ding. Was from the Danes saying some of the players are having a hard time waking up this early in the morning because we switched to summertime today. So that's why we called one group instead of the 2 groups. That was the plan. But we are coming in here. We are ready here, getting ready for it. This is Lucas Moore, one of the top Danish players. He's sometimes we mention him as the best Danish sailor, but so much happening on the Danish stage that his position as being the top lead in the Danes are on the stage. Schmidt from Denmark, Kasiaka. We see a lot of activities for him, but he hasn't proved himself yet to push Havuk from Turkey outside of the top list. Viking Racer from Denmark, the mothership from Denmark. Bonsai, he is from Germany. Cassius Kai from Denmark. Aiden Gordon, just won the middle race in the Pacific Rim. He's here from New Zealand. Matt, USA, Denmark. Give me my name back, alias Azure. Then we have Gilios. We have Alessandro Melino from Italy. Enevoldsen 96C, he's from UAE. Then we have Maxis Leary Manard from France. Tim Carpentier from France. And Espan 019. They are getting ready. The race countdown is on 50 seconds. And it's a reach start. So it's all about coming with speed, coming in a good position, race for that reach mark. We see in the background the light from heaven, as Alec Wilkinson is calling it. Will they succeed doing it? Let's see what happens. 30 seconds. Right now some of the boats are placing themselves like we're seeing here. Maxis on the right hand side. We can see the rest of the fleet coming from behind. And now they're coming with speed. We'll see the small Hummies coming in here. Getting ready to come in with speed. It's a start, 2 second. Clean start, good start for Lucas Moore. Good start for Give Me My Name Back. And a span coming in. So Azure, Lucas Moore with a good start. They're rounding the mark here. Azure first, Lucas Moore, 96C, penalty to Viking Razor. But a clean rounding. See, the whole fleet is still together in the NACRA 17. Lucas Moore, Aidan Gordon pressuring here. Espan with a penalty. Lucas Moore doing too much pressuring. That means he came a little bit outside. Wow, it's going fast. But the whole fleet is together. Massive penalties. Azure in the lead. Tim Carpentier in second, Lucas Moore in fourth, Bonsai tagging away Aidan Gordon. But see, this is the top skippers we are watching. The whole fleet are within 60 meters of each other. Right now they're going to the left hand side. Let's try to see it a little bit from top what's happening. See a little bit split up fleet, 3 groups, one middle group, one to the left side, one to the right hand side. And it looks like the middle group is in a good position. Let's come down to Azure here. There he is. Penalty to Tim Carpentier by being hit by a boat coming from from starboard tack. Azure, Lucas Moore. Then we have Max Leary Menard, Smith coming in, Viking Razor. They are ready to round the top mark for the first time out of 2. And there's the rounding coming in. Give me my name back, Aidan Gordon. Penalty, 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 and penalty. And much more penalty. This means that the group will split up. We have 4 boats sneaking away. Lucas Moore, Aidan Gordon, Tim Carpentier. And Azure is sneaking away from the others. That is impressive what they are doing here. They have a small battle, small private battle, but we can see one boat coming closer. That's Maxis and Bonsai coming in. Great race by them. Rounding the gate mark. Penalty to Team Carpentier by battling against Lucas Moore. Bonsai with a penalty for hitting the mark. 96C also, and that's the hard thing with the NACRA 17. When you're doing the mark roundings, you actually has to slide around the marks, and that's pretty hard. Here we are watching it from Azure's view. Lucas Moore in second, in the pursuit, trying to get in first position. Aidan Gordon and Kasiyaka now in third. So that's impressive upwind race by Kasiyaka. Let's see if Azure he can hold his position. He is here right now. Then we have Lucas Moore, Aidan Gordon, but Azure is in a position when he tacks up towards the top mark, he will tack in front of the others. Seeing a little bit from behind, Team Carpentier getting ready to come up. Aidan Gordon, Alexander Menino, huge wind shift came in there. See what just happened. So the boat's getting ready to tack in. Needs to get a better angle. This means that Azir coming first. Lucas Moore coming second. See Kasiyaka third. Under pressure. Adrian Gordon. Maxis coming in. A good rounding by Team Carpentier on the inside. And again, massive penalties here at the mark. They are coming to this reach mark. They're racing for the finish line. Who will end up best? It looks like Azir is going to win. Lucas Moore in second. But Adrian Gordon battling Team Carpentier. Oh, penalty to Maxens. That means he's slowing down. Drops to 9, maybe 10 if he's unlucky. See here, the fleet is coming in closer and closer. And Matt USA didn't hit that mark. So he needs to turn back. Team Carpentier drops to 6. Good defensive there. Maxens 10. Enevoldsen, Cassius Kai is Span. And then we have Matt USA taking a Danish break. Maybe have a Kit Kat coming over that finish line. So a victory to Azir, a second place to Lucas Moore. Adrian Gordon in third. Kasiyaka fourth. Bonsai 5. Then we have Tim Carpentier. He's coming in 6. And then we have Alexander Molino 7. Maxens 8. Gilios 9. 96C 10. 11 will be Enevoldsen 12. Mothership Cassius Kai 13. Ispan 019 coming in also. They are really battling it for it here at the moment. And then we have Viking Racer Smith and Matt USA losing it. Best start for Lucas Moore, Mothership average speed, and see Viking Racer 31 knots. That's impressive speed in this fantastic boat. We have shortest distance to Azir, and that's why he was winning the race. No doubt that Azir was going to win because he was there from the start. Lucas Moore, he got a penalty rounding the top mark, dropped down to 5th, and then he battling his way up to 2nd, battling against Adrian Gordon. So a good start in this lockdown series, and this is Sail Ranks, and we'll just get ready for the next race in a few sec. When it's coming up. Race number 2 is already on the move, so there we have it. The Danes are already in there. It's organized by Lucas Moore, Viking Racer and Matt USA. It's Kodu, so it's going fast. The Danes are known for their speed and their skills of organization. So it's saying dang, 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 and then we are done with this fantastic regatta. Race number 2 coming up, and this is in the lockdown series, and it's the Nacra 17 again, and then after we're going to have 2 races with the 49er and 2 races with the J boat. From there we'll see the top 10 go into a middle race in the EF50. Will the skippers perform the same way again? Will they have this fantastic restart? We saw very fair play and a good race by all of them. We are getting ready. Let's see what happens. And while we're waiting, let's just check the scoreboard here. It has been upgraded. You can see here 1 point for win, 2 points for second, and so on. So all 17 players that came from a start got their points into it. So race number 2 is getting ready. It is a good call by the Danes to make this lockdown series. They also got a fantastic start here with an article about how they could come in one of the World Sailing News about this fantastic regatta. Adrian Gordon is writing in the chat, I hope I come into top 10. Let's hope that for you, Adrian, if you can manage to be in top 10 in this fantastic group we are having here. And it is a fantastic group. It's a really, really high level that's performed. When we are watching it, Azir, we are having the picture here, the Vice World Champion 2019, Lucas Moore, the best Danish player, as Vasmin and 96C, top players in the UAE. Then we have Aidan Gordon, he qualified to the CLDP playoffs last time. Kasiyaka, always in the top of the Turkish league. Alexandro Melino, bronze medal winner 2018, Sarasota, Florida at the World Championship. So being in a top 10 is also a good performance here. 58 seconds to the start. We are watching as Vasmin getting in position, and it looks like if he continues doing what he's doing there, it's going to be a slow start. But let's see what happens. Let's see how they'll perform. You never know, you never know. There can always be a surprise or two. So, right now, let's see it here a little bit from behind and the top. They're getting ready for the restart. See up in the top, we have two boats. It looks like Lucas Moore and Espan getting ready to get some downwind action. Then we have Tim Carpenter here, Alessandro Melino. They're getting ready to get a start as close as possible to push to zero. Let's see. Oh, the 3D mode doesn't still work. There we go. Oh, Aidan Gordon. Oh, he got a fantastic start. Lucas Moore on the inside. Espan slowing down. Aidan Gordon with a fantastic start. Can he keep that position? He's rounding it. Lucas Moore on the inside. Skillers penalty. 3 penalties handing out. Enevoldsen also coming down there. But see who's taking over now. The Grandmaster of Esailing coming in, trying to control Aidan Gordon, but it's still the young Kiwi in the lead. Close race again. Close race. The players are coming in here. They're coming in with speed. But and Maxens Leri Manard again coming up in the top 3, rounding that gate mark, bottom gate mark for the first time. Upwind race, and guys, sorry we can't see the whole fleet as we normally do in 3D mode, but it looks like there's a bug in the game killing the 3D mode. We know Virtual Regatta Inshore is a little bit under pressure at the moment because this game has become so much popular that their servers have some issues following it into it, but they are working as good as they can at the moment. Crossing there, we see Azir. He is in second, and this is interesting call. He's the only one crossing to the right hand side. He's sailing into lighter wind, but let's see what happens when they're coming up to the top. There we go. Azir still coming in. It's Aidan Gordon, Azir, Aidan Gordon. Yeah, he needs to bear away. No, he managed just to check in front of Azir. So good call by the young Kiwi. And now they're going to round that top gate mark, and they're going to the far mark. Azir in second, Kasiyaka third, Maxens coming in. Viking Racer going to the opposite side. See, dropping to 13, losing momentum. He's sailing a much longer distance than the rest of them. He was in 4th, and now he is in 7th. Luckily for him, a lot of penalties came in. Beautiful view here, beautiful view. We almost have all the skippers in front of us. It's Aidan Gordon in the lead. So, rounding the mark here. Aidan Gordon first, Azir in second. Kasiyaka coming, penalty to Enevoldsen. Lucas Moore, Gilios, Tim Carpenter, Cassius Kai, penalty to Viking Racer. So, not just rounding a top mark the wrong way, but also getting a penalty at the gate mark. Maxens in 8th, we're seeing him going to the right hand side. He's sailing into lighter wind, but there is actually lighter wind in both sides. Lucas Moore going to the left hand side. Aidan Gordon is here, keeps themselves in the middle. But how is it going to be? We never know. We never know. We first know that when they are getting ready to go downwind. But it looks good. See Azir in the lead. A good race by him. Adrian Gordon and Lucas Moore is in position to attack in front of him. That's going to be very close here. Can Adrian Gordon do it again? No. This time Azir takes over the lead. And he's a master of defending a lead like this. And let's see it here from the top. Mark Azir first. Adrian Gordon second. Lucas Moore third. He's going opposite side. That might be costly for Lucas Moore. He's dropping to 6th. Dropping to 4th. Oh, massive penalties. So the only reason to go to that opposite side was to avoid those battles. See Smith coming around there. Alexander Molino with a penalty. Smith in the last. They're in the reach mark. It's Azir winning it. Adrian Gordon second. Maxence third. Lucas Moore fourth. Tim Carpenter tier 96C. No, it's a small battle for 5th. Lucas Moore, Texas, Matt, USA, Kasiyaka, Enevoldsen, Alexander Molino, Span 019, Cassius Kai, and the rest of the fleet coming in here. So another victory to Azir, a 2nd place to Adrian Gordon, Maxis in 3rd, then we have Lucas Moore 4th, Tim Carpenter 5th, 96C in 6th, Matt, USA 7, Kasiyaka 8, Viking Racer 9, Enevoldsen 10, Alexandro Molino 11, Ispan 019 12, Alsvars 13, Mothership 14, Bonsai 15, Gilios 16, Cassius Kai 17, and Smith 18. Stats Ispan 019 with the best start, best average speed Matt USA, maximum speed this time to Alexandro Molino. It's 2 knots slower than the last race. Azir again sailed the shortest distance and winning the race. And somehow he just knows how to do that every time. So good race by Azir, a very good race by Azir. And while we are getting ready for the next race, if you should have any questions or anything, please write us in the chat. It's very cool of you watching this morning, and I know a lot of you will rewatch it afterwards, so we are looking forward to that. So that's what's coming up here, and that's it. We just have a small break and then we will be back. And welcome back to this fantastic lockdown series. The boats and skippers are getting ready for race number 3, and it's the 49er coming up. And let's see the scoreboard. No, the scoreboard hasn't been upgraded yet, so we won't see the scoreboard. But 17 skippers, 18 skippers from the start. They are racing, and this time they're going into the 49er, and they're going to do that 2 times in today's regatta. After that, we'll have 2 times J17, and those J17s are going to be more tactical and strategic than the NACRA. But let's see here. This is the 49er, and we sometimes discuss in on Esailing TV which boat type is the best and how to win it. And 49er is one of my favorite boats, and I have to say, what's going on here is it's the 49er. I'm saying you're going to win it upwind and not winning it downwind. A small presentation of the boats: Lucas Moore 96C, Matt USA, Viking Racer, Adrian Gordon is Span 019, Give Me My Name Back Azir, the Mothership, Tim Carpenter, Tier Enevoldsen, Alexander Molino, Maxen Smith, Guineas, Kashiaka, Bonsai, Cassius Kai, and Alsvarmin. 30 seconds to come into this race to the starting line, and they can do a slow start because this is what we call a classic upwind downwind race they're going to do. So how will that go? 20 seconds. They are getting ready to come in here. I know we need to keep an eye on some of the skippers, but let's see how that will go. Here we go. See the fleet coming in, some of them clustering up at the committee boat. The windsocks is a little bit mixed, but it looks like going to the left-hand side is the best. The mothership with a good start. No, yeah, a false start to Alsvarmin, slow start to 96C. We can't go in 3D mode, so we can't see the whole fleet from the top as we are used to do. But here we see Viking Racer Matt USA Enevoldsen. Opposite side, we have Lucas Moore, Kashiaka. They are going it there. Lucas Moore going in towards the middle and starboard tack in front of Team Carpenter. Alexandro Melino coming in here. Alsvarmin also in a good position after that slow start. But let's see how this will fold up. The mothership coming up, he will be under pressure. See Lucas Moore pressuring him. No, Lucas Moore behind him now. So the boat's in the left-hand side in a good position. He's continuing Enevoldsen coming in. So the mothership is in a fine position. Tim Carpenter here, he went all the way to the right-hand side. And now he tacks towards the top mark. And see the ley line is moving for him because there's a wind shift. He is in a harder breeze, but the wind is shifting and coming more against him and then over the side. A little bit shift a bit back. But is he in a good position? Luckily for him, Adrian Gordon tacks before the ley line. But still the mothership in the lead. Kashiaka in second. Espan 019 coming in. Adrian Gordon. Kashiaka. Espan 019. Bonsai. Ready to round that top mark. Who will come first? Who will be in a good position? It is the 49er. So it has only a wind shadow of 23 meters when they're going downwind. And that's how it is. Good morning to you, Alberto Carrero. Welcome in the chat. Hope everything is fine in London. And congratulations with your Italian streams for the sailing club in Napoli. Lucas Moore there coming around. Alexander Melino is Span 019. Tim Cabot is here. Kashiaka, give me my name back. But it's Adrian Gordon in the lead. Great race. He's on fire today, the young Kiwi. But can he keep to the pressure? Is he learning himself to handle the pressure if he's going into another final in the ECLDP qualifier? But let's see how that will go. Adrian Gordon 19.1, Span 019 20.2, Kashiaka 19.6, 20.8 to Lucas Moore. Bonsai, he's here in 7, and Alexander Melino in 3rd. The Grandmaster, but see here, it's a very close call. This is a very high-level international race. They're going to that gate mark, coming first. Adrian Gordon taking the gate mark closer to us. Kashiaka following it. Is Span coming in? A penalty might come out of this one. Penalty to Asir. He's dropping down now. Also, Alexandro Melino with a penalty. Let's follow the top group. It's very interesting to see because with a penalty to Asir means Adrian Gordon, Kashiaka can sneak away. Alberto Carrero is asking why Alexandro Melino is getting a new flag, has a Spanish flag and not an Italian flag. Alexandro Melino wrote, I don't know if it was for fun in the chat, that he actually is going to work a little bit in Spain, so that's why he is sitting there and working there. Asir is the player, give me my name back, a good name for a player who lost his name after the World Championship. Span 019 3rd, Kashiaka 2nd, Adrian Gordon in the lead. They are coming to the top mark. Adrian Gordon, he is untouchable. He's on fire. Great race by the young Kiwi guy, taking a win here. And remember, there is a discard after race number 4, and with this discard, it means that that Adrian Gordon, he might right now only have 3 points, and if he continues winning it, then he will be in a very good position here. Azir, Lucas Moore, Kasiaka battling out the mothership in front of them, but it's one player that sneaks away and will take the victory. That's Adrian Gordon. Alessandro Melino, he's sneaking in 6. Kasiaka going up in a bigger angle, checking on the Spinnaker. See how he's coming with speed down. Azir a little bit slow, trying to avoid getting a penalty here. Spinnaker's up, penalty. And the Grandmaster, Alessandro Melino, with a penalty there. Lucas Moore 3rd, Mothership 2nd, Azir 4th, Kasiaka 5th, Enevoldsen 6th. An interesting call here. Lucas Moore 16.2, 16.4, opposite 60.5. Which side is going into the wind and getting the wind in the sail when they're going downwind? And which side is sailing into lighter wind? Interesting call. Enevoldsen. But Adrian Gordon, it looks like he's losing this one. Let's see, side by side with Lucas Moore. Lucas Moore is coming up there, 7.1. No, that's not Lucas Moore. Where is he hiding? Nah, Adrian Gordon, he will take that victory. There's no close to him. Then we have here, we have Azir. We have the mothership. Where's Lucas Moore? Yeah, that was Lucas Moore coming with speed out there. Tech 2nd. Mothership 3rd. Azir 5th, it looks like. Matt USA coming in here. And then we have rest of the fleet coming in. Enevoldsen. They're all crossing that finish line. 96C. Hasn't crossed the finish line. Yeah, yes. But maybe, to turn around. A victory to Adrian Gordon. Lucas Moore in 2nd. The Mothership in 3rd. Kasiaka in 4th. Give me my name back in 5th. Viking Racer in 6th. Vasmin in 7th. Then we have Enevoldsen 8th. Alexandro Melino 9. Matt USA 10. Cassius Kai 11. Bonsai 12th. And we have Gilios in 13. Tim Carpentier in 14. Is Span 019 in 15. 96C. Smith and Max Lyrium Menard lost connection. Stats Mothership with the best start. Adrian Gordon sailed the shortest distance. Kasiaka 31.1, but see here, Cassius Kai 21.9 knots downwind, almost hitting the same speed as the NAC for 17 in the last race. Adrian Gordon dominated this race. Lucas Moore won back his 2nd place racing downwind. Kasiaka won that 4th place at the top mark rounding and downwind races. So good race in the 49er, and let's see the results are upgraded for race number 2. Azir with 2 victories, Adrian Gordon 3rd and 2nd, and this time a victory, and Azir is getting 6, I think he got. So a much thing is going to change here. Maxen here at the DNS, a lost connection, so he will get maximum points. Kasiaka is still in the middle, but remember there's one discard after race number 4. We will get ready for next race that's coming up. It looks like they're already ready for it. So a 49er coming up in next race here. Should there be any questions or any comments, write in the chat. Yes, Team Carpentier, Azir is give me my name back, and that's his position. He lost his name. Long story short, he lost his name after the World Championship, and he hasn't been able to get it back in the game. So we are ready for the next one coming up. And while we're waiting for the next race to start, please like and share what we're doing. This is how you can do it.
From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that zero. That
And we are ready for race number 4 in the lockdown series. This is what's going on here. 26 seconds to the start. Aidan Gordon, and give my name back, alias Azure, has been having a good start of this regatta. And race number 4 out of 6 races back to back is going to be here. There we go, 10 seconds. The boats are clustering up at the committee boat, so I'm going to the left hand side. Interesting call what's happening here. And in the middle with a slow start, Viking Racer. It looks like we had a false start. No false start, only some slow starts. And that's the mothership not crossing that finish line in a good position here. Aidan Gordon, he has the best start. He's currently in the lead. He's here in the middle. He's on fire today, the young Kiwi. So let's cross his fingers for him that he continues to be in the top. Still 3 races to go, and this is race number 4 out of 6. And then after there'll be a grand final in the year 50. Vasmin in the lead. He is coming to the left hand side and getting ready to cross up towards the top mark. So let's see how that will go. Because he will be under pressure by Maxon. No, Maxon crossing up. Wow, very fair play played by Smith, tacking up there instead of killing Maxon in a penalty. Opposite side, we have the mothership. Slow start, 18th position. See, very long away from the rest of the fleet. So let's jump into the middle of it. Bonsai in second, Aidan Gordon in third, and Bonsai is only under pressure by 2 other boats. That's Viking Racer and 96C. See Aidan Gordon coming up. Penalty to the young Kiwi guy for sitting in front of a boat from starboard tack. Bonsai tacks behind the boat. Viking Racer coming in, and see now Lucas Moore is span 019. Cassius Kai controlling this race pretty well. Lucas Moore tacks just in front of Bonsai. And that's how that is going to be. Rounding the top mark for the first time. It's very close here. It's Lucas Moore first. It's 96C. Then it's Cassius Kai. Alessandro Melino. Penalty to Enevoldsen. But let's see. It's all red. It's like they're painting the sea red with blood from the boats. They are ramming each other in that rounding. And this is the difference from the international races and some of the national races we see, because in Spain, example, there are race officers in each race, and if they see something that is unfair, you lose 10 points in your score. You get added 10 points no matter which position you're ending up in. Bonsai with a penalty here. Enevoldsen also trying to pressure Cassius Kai. Then we have Viking Racer, Aidan Gordon. We can see Give Me My Name Back. That's a seer. Lucas Moore in the lead now, 96C. Alexander Melino attacking Azir. Kasiyaka coming in. Kasiyaka coming in a good position. He has the right away. And see coming down there. Oh, he's so polite to Alexander Melino. But Alexander Melino gets that penalty anyhow when they were done rounding the mark. Adrian Gordon, he is currently in 4th. And he needs a top position to be in a good position to hold his winning streak and be in top 3 of this regatta. Kasiyaka 3rd, Lucas Moore in the lead, 96C, and then we have Viking Racer. Questions or anything, please write in the chat this Monday morning, Central European time. It's already 10, but it feels like it's 9 because the time has just been set 1 hour forward. This is Azir we have in the middle of the picture. He's currently in 5th. Then we have 96C from United Arab Emirates doing a great job. And we have Lucas Moore in the lead. And it looks like Lucas Moore has a chance to sneak away and ensure that victory at the moment. None of the other boats is pressing. Viking Racer a little bit closer to him. Tim Carpenter, Enevoldsen, Adrian Gordon, Kasiyaka, Asvarmin, and then we have Matt USA. Rounding that mark, Viking Racer just behind Lucas Moore. Then we have Kasiyaka and Adrian Gordon coming in behind him. Penalties, penalties, penalties. In this regatta, there's been a lot of penalties in these mark roundings, as a lot of them. And this means Lucas Moore sneaks away from rest of the fleet, so we have a group behind Lucas Moore with 3 boats. Battling it out, it's Viking Racer, Adrian Gordon and Kasiyaka sneak away from that battle. And a little bit behind the group, we have a player like Azir. He's in the dark breeze area now, trying to get as many meters as possible closer to the leading boat by sailing the shortest distance. Up here, Lucas Moore, Viking Racer. Then we have Kasiyaka, Adrian Gordon, give me my name back, Azir and Enevoldsen. So there is a gap to the leading boats. And finish there, we come in. Lucas Moore winning it. Viking Racer in 2nd. Adrian Gordon 4th. Kasiyaka. There, give me your name back. Azir 5th. Matt USA Bonsai. Cassius Kai Enevoldsen was Alsvarmin. So another good race here. And yes, in the chat, go Adrian. Welcome to Ella Pike chatting with us here. So Lucas Moore with a victory. Viking Racer 2nd. Kasiyaka 3rd, Adrian Gordon 4th, and Max's Leo Manard in 5th. Then we have Azir in 6th, losing that battle on the finish line. 0.0 seconds in between them. Smith 7, Bonsai, Mothership 8, Bonsai 9, Matt USA 10, Tim Carpenter 11, Cassius Kite 12, Gilios 13, Enevoldsen 14, Alexander Melino 15, Alsvarmin 16, 96C, and then Span 019. Adrian Gordon with the best start. Viking Racer sailed the shortest distance, but the winner was Lucas Moore. Somehow he defended his position so well in this race. Viking Racer is winning 2nd after the top mark rounding, this last top mark rounding. Kasiyaka winning the battle over Adrian Gordon. So fantastic races here in the 249ers we just saw. And here we can see the scoreboard being upgraded here. Adrian Gordon won the first 49er race. Lucas Moore won the 2nd. And right now it looks like Adrian Gordon sneaks into a victory, a win or a lead at most on the final position. But he's very close, followed by Lucas Moore, Kasiyaka and Azir. And let's see if the young lad can keep his position when we are coming into the next boat, there is a J boat, the J70, and it's going to be a hard one. Here we see a whole group of New Zealanders doing some races together. We see a whole group of Japanese doing a race together. So that's very impressive to see what's happening at the moment. The Spanish also having a morning regatta, but I have to say, with Elvira top, this is first time I'm seeing this as I'm seeing here. That is a whole Japanese group. Let's see if we can get contact to them about the future. And interesting, and while now when the Olympics has closed down for this summer, if IOC sneaks in a little bit e-sport and maybe takes a game like Esailing with them into the sport. A new refresh of the cell ranks list shows that after 4 races with a discard, Lucas Moore is in the lead with 5 points, Aidan Gordon 6 points, Azir 7, Kashiaka 11, Maxens 12, Viking Racer 17, Tim Carpentier 22, The Mothership 23, Bonsai 26, Alex Sandro Melino 27 points. And we are waiting for the next race to start here. So we are just going into the group and see what's happening, why we are not up and running at the moment. It is the lockdown series, and according to this, the race should be up, and it's coming up here now. Race number 5, getting ready. But let's just take a small break. If somebody doesn't know what we're doing on Esailing TV, we're doing a lot of things. And right now it's the lockdown series, so we're not coming out in the world, but that's also what we do.
We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophies.
Okay, listen guys, let's stop messing around. Look. World champion, Velista 71 from Italy. And what a tremendous performance from Italy. They got gold and they got bronze with...
And as you saw on Esailing TV, we are doing events like CLDP, we are doing Bacolana, we are doing a lot of online streaming also, and events, and more events coming in. Example here at 12 Central European time, we have the CLDP of Spain battling the top e-sailors of the Spanish community. 10 in the evening Central European time here on the channel. We have the J-Boats Portugal VR Series final. They have been racing 232 32 sailors. Was at the start in the J-Boat. They've been racing for 2 days and are ready for the final tonight. They have the more classic sailing approach where they are divided in phases, and from each phase there's a knockdown or a knockout path, where then we lose 2 players and 2 players, 2 players and 2 players in each group, and in the last end is coming up with a final where 20 players are back in the final. What we're going to see now is the J-Boat. The J-Boat is a slow boat, but it has a huge wing, but it still have a spinnaker also on it that can speed up. And when it's getting ready to race away from the others at the second top mark, it has this special ability like it has in real life. The J-Boat speeds up pretty fast and hits maximum speed pretty fast. That means when rounding that second top mark, you actually can have so much speed on that you can make a gap to second or third and sneak away with the position you have. So the race officers are waiting for the last players to join in. Doesn't look like we have any excuses why they can't join in. Maybe it's the breakfast times for some of the players, but I know these race officers are a little bit angry if we don't have players coming in to the start. And let's see here. It looks like a slow start we're going to have in here. There are new players coming in. Sakio, it's the J-boat, and normally we don't see the race officers give so much time for the players to join in, but there might be some technicalities like having a hard time logging in, disconnection of iPads, tablets, also seen, and also the mobile phones, and then they send in a picture to the race officers and make them get ready to start the race. Race number 5 out of 6 back-to-back races this time. It's a J17, so let's see how they do. To win this boat, you need to be good at doing downwind attack, but also keep an eye on the radar. It's coming up in the top left corner, and this radar tells a lot about the things here, but let's see. Oh, Bartlam Briggs from Holland also joining in. That's an interesting call. So they're waiting for extra players to join in to fill up the server with 20, and that's why all of us watching this show is waiting a little bit for them to start. While we're doing that, another event coming up soon is the SailGP Pop-Up Qualifier 2, and one of the players in here, Aidan Gordon, was in the final last time, and here's the format if you qualify. And we are off with race number 5, and one thing we can see here in race number 5 is our leading boat, Aidan Gordon, is not part of the race because he had some issues getting in, locking in the game. He couldn't come into it, and these race officers that are here are a little bit hardcore, so he will get a DNS, but luckily for him he has been having some top positions the last races, so that race might just be cut off in a discard. Race coming up, good start, and see Azir going in port tax straight away, but oh, he couldn't continue doing that. Kashiaka is now in the lead, opposite Team Carpenter, Lucas Moore, Enevoldsen. But here we have the mothership and Azir getting ready to go upwind. Upwind race coming in, mothership, Maxen, Azir and Kashiaka, and it's a J-boat, so where to win this boat type here? Yeah, you can win it in 2 ways, being very good of doing your upwind. There you can win around 15 to 20 meters against the other boats if you know how to do that. But it has a wind shadow that's 30 meters big, so the downwind attack and downwind defense is very, very important. You can also lose big time in this boat if you sail into lighter wind. It has a huge sail, and lighter wind, the difference of sailing in lighter wind on downwind or harder breeze is around 3 knots. So don't do that. That you will lose a lot of doing in this boat. So race number 5 here. It's Gilios in 15. Matt USA is span coming up. Give me my name back. Asir Kasiyaka. It looks like Kasiyaka is going to round that top mark first, but he needs to keep an eye on Asir because he's coming on the inside in a mark rounding, and the boat on the inside has to ride away. The only thing that can take that up is doing like Alexander Molino is doing here. He came in a starboard tack. Oh, penalty to Asir. And before getting into the mark rounding, and that rule will continue into the mark rounding and giving a penalty to the opposite side. Asir dropping down to 7. That's good news for a player like Aidan Gordon. That's not part of this race. And that means he can win. It's a medium downwind. We can see they're already coming to the gate mark. So a very close gate mark. And now it's very important to choose the right side, because here you can win and lose 20 meters if you're doing that wrong. Mark rounding coming up. Kasiyaka in the lead, almost getting penalized by Alexandro Molino. It spans 0.19. Then we have the Mothership, penalty to Viking Racer, penalty to Casio Sky, penalty to Bonsai, a lot of penalties there, and Gilios coming in. See, Kasiyaka and Alexandro Molino was side by side rounding that mark, but right now Kasiyaka is been winning a 20 meters upwind race. So, Kasiyaka coming in. Alexander Molino in 2nd, Mothership 4th, Lucas Moore in 6th, is span 0.19. Race number 5 out of 6 back-to-back, and after this, after 6 races, there will be a grand final with top 10 in the EF50. The Turk coming first, winning 28 meters upwind race. He's all by himself, and this means he actually can sail away from the others. Alexander Molino coming in the Mothership. Team Carpentier, Span, Enevoldsen. Lucas Moore with a penalty on the inside. The reason why he got the penalty was the boat handing out the penalty. Enevoldsen, he came in a starboard tack. And when they are coming here around the mark, we can see Bonsai is in 8. Give me my name back in 7. That's Asir. Then we have Kasiyaka. He's in the lead, and he cannot be catched. Only if he's doing that mistake, he's going into a lighter wind. But he's so routine in it. See the battles here. Asir battling for points. Enevoldsen caught in wind shadow. Asir sneaks in, and then he goes in and penalize him. Wow, Asir really using the e-sport rules here. Then we have also a battle Span against Team Carpentier, and then we have Asir. He can go in and penalize again. It looks like Team was winning that one. Viking Racer coming in, Asir coming in behind. He will continue his path, handing out penalties. Casio Sky with a penalty. Asir go behind. It's side by side. Team Carpentier, Bonsai, but Asir comes in 8. Didn't win that much in that downwind race. Actually, I think he lost 1 position. Kasiyaka with a victory. Alexander Molino 2nd. Team Carpentier in 3rd. Bonsai in 4th is Span 09. In 5th, Viking Racer 6th. The Mothership 7. Give me my name back 8. Gilios 9. Max is 10, Casio Sky 11, Enevoldsen 12. Then we have Matt USA 13, Lucas Moore 14, Smith 15, Sakio, and Bartlam Briggs losing connection. Azir had the best start. Kashiaka sailed the shortest distance, and Kashiaka took over the win after Azir he got a penalty in the start sequence. That was race number 5, and let's see the scoreboard here. Now, we haven't race 5 in there, but we have race 4, and when we're watching this one, we can see Aidan Gordon, who lost, who didn't manage to come in because he has an issue with the game loading it. He is getting a DNS, that's maximum point, that will be removed, so he's winning 4 points. That will give him 10 points. Lucas Moore, he has currently 5 points. Azir will also get many more points. He either gets 6 or 7 points in this race. Kashiaka with a victory, he will go to 12 points. So, again, good races. Very close call in between these boats. So, nice to see great races there. And we can see most of Europe is waking up at the moment. A lot of players in there, and of course we have issues with the game at the moment. That's a problem here. There we go in. Yeah. Interesting call by the game. It looks like spectator mode crashed, but we are ready for it here again. Luckily for us, it didn't crash. We can get ready for the next race. And this is race number 6, the second race in the J17, and we are going in to analyze this scoreboard here because top 10 will go into the middle race in the year 50. And right now, Lucas Moore 9 points, Kashiaka 12, Azir 13, Viking Racer 23, Tim Carpentier with 25, Aidan Gordon with 26. But when he gets in DNF in there, then he will come down in numbers again. So we're just waiting for the DNFs to come in. Alessandro Menino 29. Mothership 13, Bonsai 13, Matt USA 14. So there we have it. Aidan Gordon in second with 10, Lucas Moore 9, Kashiaka 12, Azir 13, Viking Racer 23, Tim Carpentier 25, Maxon 26. Race number 6 coming up, and before race number 6 starts, let's do the math. There's 10 points in between number 11 and 10, so it looks like top 10 is almost set in motion. So Bonsai, if he's not doing something stupid, he will be in top 10. Mothership same, Alexander Melino 29, but interesting for the top 4 positions, Azir, Kashiaka, Aidan Gordon and Lucas Moore. That is the players we are going to watch. The players are going to join the races. It's race number 6, back to back. It's the J70 coming up, and after that we will be in an EF50 medal race. KDY after KDY, the Royal Danish Yacht Club, organizing this lockdown series to both to do some really good entertainment while we are all been isolated at home, and especially you guys in the big cities, the persons like ourselves in the countryside has a little bit more relaxed relationship to that coronavirus than the city living guys have. And they managed to have a lot of international sailors in there. They have managed to have the top sailors coming together, but today they are hit a little bit about that the Spanish Federation has been doing their own series. There are 810 members at the moment. Then the Portuguese is also racing a big series where they have a final tonight, and the Germans are starting their own championship. Should start here in the Bundesliga during the next week, and we will have more about that. So a lot of top players don't have time for all these fantastic events that's been planning around the world, they are now helping their federation as good as they can. And when we're speaking about federations and esport clubs, it's better to help each other. It's better to work together than compete against each other. We are seeing some federations are not collaborating with the community, and that's actually killing a little bit the development of the game in that country. So, ready to rumble, waiting for the race officers to start the race. And it looks like Adi and Gordon are having troubles again to come in this server. So maybe he has a little bit bad internet in New Zealand at the moment, and it can be costly. It can mean he can lose his second position and not be able to be in the lead for this race. So, oh yeah, while we're waiting, let's just take a small break so I can get something to drink. And well-timed break, the race has started, and I have to say, it looks like it's without our favorite fan in the chat today, and the youngster Aiden Gordon. He didn't succeed to join in the next race. He also having issues loading the game back home in New Zealand. Unlucky for him. So that's how it's going to be. Race coming up, race number 6. Then after we are going into a middle race with the EF50, and top 10 skippers will qualify for that. 30 seconds in this J-Boat race. It's a medium upwind. So who will win it? Will it be Lucas Moore? Will it be Azir? Will it be Botland Briggs? Or will the Grandmaster Alexandro Melino just show why he is called the Grandmaster of the game? 10 seconds left. The fleet is splitting up, but a bigger group's assembling over with the committee boat, and there we are getting ready for roundings. Kasiyaka we have in the middle here with a good start, currently in the lead, going to the right hand side, going into a harder breeze if he continues that way. The same thing Team Carpentier is doing opposite side. Then we have Alexander Melino, the Grandmaster, going to the left hand side, and he's now in the lead. And take care, if he gets in the lead and keep that position there, then he might win this race. The Grandmaster himself is sitting, he's an Italian, and right now he's racing with Spanish flag. I don't know if it was for fun he was saying it, but he is right now transiting to Spain. He wrote that in a message to us. Azir in third, the Vice World Champion. He's battling the Grandmaster, who is a bronze medal winner of season 2018. Then we have Matt USA here, but opposite side, Tim Carpentier also trying to do something. Kasiyaka was in the lead from the start of the race, now dropped to 6th. Interesting to see this white boat tag in towards the top mark. What will happen when they're rounding the top mark? Will he come in and be in the lead? There he tags in. Medium win into that sail, but see in front of him is Maxon tagging in. Matt USA coming up. Is Matt coming free of them? No. He needs to go all the way behind them and drops 3 positions on that. Then it was actually a good position for Notre Dame. For Kasiyaka there coming in. Kashiaka coming in here. We can see he's coming around that mark. Team Carpentier is coming around it, but it's coming first. Penalty to Lucas Moore. He must be a little bit angry there. Penalty to Kashiaka. A lot of penalties. This means the Grandmaster and Team Carpentier sneaks away. And they will have their private match race downwind to take this one. Enevoldsen having trouble rounding the first top mark. But let's keep an eye on here. See, there's 30 meters wind shadow. So it's not over yet before you're crossing the finish line, because those downwind races are so damn important in this boat type. Team Carpentier in the lead, Alexander Melino in second, Maxon in third, Lucas Moore in fifth, Matt USA coming in here at Bartlett Briggs. Yeah, he hasn't been played for a long time, this World Series sailor, and maybe also Olympic qualifier. But he has been at the World Championship at Bermuda with Esailing. Amazing job by him. So, small battles. Gilios, Espan 019. Team Carpentier and Alexander Melino. Just behind them, Kashiaka, Lucas Moore, getting ready to attack as soon as they see the opportunity to it. It's an upwind race. They're coming up here to the gate mark for the second time. They're getting ready to do their downwind race, and that's where this battle is won or lost. Rounding the mark here, Alexander Melino coming first. Team Carpentier is in second. Then we have Lucas Moore, Matt USA. They have been racing for 1 hour and 20 minutes now. And now it's all about keep the focus. Matt USA, Bartlett Briggs, Enevoldsen with a penalty. But that mark rounding we are going to see here is so important. And right now it looks like the Grandmaster sneaks away. He's going into a harder breeze. The wind are in the middle of the track downwind. Followed by Kashiaka that was in fourth. Now queuing in second. He's going to battling Lucas Moore. Lucas Moore dropped to third. Bonsai in fourth. Team Carpentier, he was in a good position now. He is in fifth. Everything changes in this downwind race, but let's see this battle. Lucas Moore against Kashiaka. Kashiaka, Lucas Moore side by side. Who will take it? Who will do it? Who will win it? It will be Kashiaka, or will it be Lucas Moore? It's a win for the Grandmaster himself, but second and third. It's going to be a focus on the finish line. We maybe can't see it here. It is Lucas Moore taking it, Kashiaka third, Bonsai coming in fourth. And here's the interesting part again. See the level of this regatta. Rest of the fleet almost hitting that finish line at the same time. Great job by them. Great job. Viking Racer crossing in last. So the Grandmaster Alexandro Melino with a victory. Lucas Moore in second, Kashiaka in third. Then we have Bonsai in fourth, Team Carpentier in fifth. Give me my name back. Azir in sixth, Enevoldsen 7, Bartlett Briggs 8, Gilios 9, Maxes 10, Matt USA 11, Kaiser Sky 12, Espan 019, 13, Viking Racer 14, and then we have 15. We have Smith. They're still racing out there. Maxon with the best start. Matt USA, best average speed, maximum speed, 16.8 knots in the J boat. That's impressive. Alexander Melino sailing the shortest distance. That's why he's winning. So nothing surprised you there. But a good race by Lucas Moore, winning second over Kashiaka in the downwind, and both of them winning over Team Carpentier, who chosen to go into lighter wind and drops to fifth. As I said, there's two ways to win or lose this J17, and one of them is to go into lighter wind. That's a loss in the long term. So let's go in and see the scoreboard here. After 6 races, we'll just see if it has been finally upgraded. Oh, they're maybe going to host a grand final. So, after 6 races, oh, that was the one we just had. We are just waiting for the update to see who's coming in there. Welcome to rest of you that's starting coming online now, waking up here to watch this lockdown series we are doing here today on Esailing TV. Later on in around 1.5 hours, we'll be with the Spanish CLGP team and the best Spanish players doing a competition together. So, Lucas Moore, 11 points, Kashiaka 15 points, Azir 19 points, Alexander Menino 13 points, Team Carpentier 13 points, Adrian Gordon with 2 DNS 31 points, Bonsai 34, Maxen 36, Viking Racer 37, and Ine Voldsen sneaks in 10th with 48 points. They're going into the grand finale. There's going to be a middle race with the EF50, and that's top 10 we're going to see there. And we need to keep an eye on Lucas Moore and Kashiaka, because when we're watching these score points here, if Kashiaka is winning 2 positions in front of Lucas Moore, he will win. And they can again also, both of them, be 4 to 6 positions behind Azir out of 10 boats. And remember, middle race, the point counts double. So, middle race coming up, top 10. It's the EF50 in the lockdown series, version number 3. And the middle race will be for top 10 positions in this group. And they are getting ready for it. And of course, it is in one of our favorite boats, the EF50 from the CLGP. And what's the Danes? They all have this proud sail, Denmark Rockwool Foundation, and Holger Danske, the Viking himself, is in that sail. Kashiaka from Turkey, sailing neutral flag. Ine Voldsen also showing he's a Dane. Alexander Melino with a neutral flag. Azir with a neutral flag. But here's a proud Frenchman sailing with the French CLDP team. Bonsai, he has a yellow neutral Viking Racer. The Danish Holger Danske, Team Carpentier yellow. Adrian Gordon, oh Adrian, you were part of the Danish CLDP team in the Inspire program, and you are from New Zealand, so interesting what's going to be there. So, start has come in. A penalty here starting to Kashiaka. It doesn't mean anything, but there's boundaries in this game, and are you crossing the boundary, you will get a slowdown for 11 seconds. Same thing if you're doing a false start, you need to go behind the starting line again, but if you're coming out in the zone, this red zone, you see in front of it, you will get a penalty. And now it's time for the racers to go up to that finish line. It's all about hitting that start line with the 0. It's all about timing. If you time it wrong, like Roxy Joni did in the match race final against Jorn Gardoni, then you're going to lose it. But here it looks great. Good start, clean start. It's Lucas Moore, Alexander Melino, Team Carpentier. We keep an eye on them. Adrian Gordon in 6. But right now it looks like the young Dane Lucas Moore is in the lead. Alexander Melino, Adrian Gordon. Penalty to the Grandmaster. And Kashiaka is battling for the victory against Lucas Moore with a penalty and drops to last. So it looks like we're going to have a Danish victory today, that Lucas Moore is winning it, but there's a long race back. Penalty to Maxen for hitting the mark. Penalty to Bonsai for sailing into another boat. Penalty to Ine Voldsen in that battle for the round marking. Let's keep an eye here. We have a proud Dane in the lead. It's Lucas Moore. There he's coming. He's in the lead. He's in the lead with 80 meters. 80 meters is nothing in the EF50, especially when they are going to race downwind. Then you need to be 150 meters ahead not to lose it. Adrian Gordon, he knows something about this boat. He's in the opposite side at the moment. There he just sneaks up and showed his face in second place. Team Carpentier is coming in here and going upwind. Azir, Maxen, Kasiyaka, they are ready here, getting ready to round the mark. And Ella Pike, yeah, Aiden, he can do it, but he can sadly not win this race, the final score. But see here, all those boats side by side, what a beautiful sight. And right now it looks like Aiden, he is in fifth, and he needs to cross in a little bit with ankle, and that slows him down. See, that slows him down, so he's doing a big turn. Whoa, going behind rest of fleet not to get a penalty like Azir he got in that rounding. But in the lead, it's still the Dane, Lucas Moore, racing downwind, followed by Team Carpentier, Max's opposite side, Kasiyaka. Kasiyaka battling his way up to third. So if Lucas Moore is doing a mistake now, getting a penalty, losing 2 positions and coming 2 positions behind Kasiyaka, then we have a new winner of the final score. But it looks good for Lucas Moore. Can he continue doing it? Rounding that mark there. Good race by him. A good mark rounding. Kasiyaka follows Lucas Moore. He knows that might be the shortest distance towards the top mark for the last time. And when they're coming up down there, they're getting ready to race downwind. Kasiyaka fourth. Team Carpentier in second. Lucas Moore in the lead. Maxis in third. It's now or never if we're going to see a shift in the final score. But it's Lucas Moore. It looks more and more that he is going to win the final regatta. Azir, he is in fifth. Adrian Gordon, he is in seventh at the moment. And we're getting ready for it. Let's watch it up here. Lucas Moore, Team Carpentier, Maxes coming in. Yellow and red looks like they're going to win. And it's going to be a good win for them. Lucas Moore, Team Carpentier. Rounding that top mark, getting ready to round it, and they will follow each other and then race for the reach mark. No matter what happens now, Lucas Moore needs to drop 4 positions not to be able to win the final score, so congratulations to him. But who will get second? Will it be Kasiyaka or will it be Azir? That's the interesting math we're going to see here now. Lucas Moore with the Danish CLDP team, with Holger Danske, a proud Dane, rounding that reach mark, going into the reach, and going to take a victory in the EF50. Second place from France, Team Carpentier. And then he's followed by another French guy, Maxis, and also Azir coming in. Penalty to Bonsai, penalty to Alexander Menino, and also Viking Racer. And they sneaks in the last positions. Here we have it. Lucas Moore with a victory. Congratulations to the Dane. Team Carpentier in second. Maxis third. Give me my name back. Fourth. Kasiyaka fifth. Enevoldsen 6. Bonsai 7. Aiden Gordon 8. Alexander Menino 9. Viking Racer 10. Stats. Alexander Menino with the best start. Lucas Moore had the best average speed. Enevoldsen hitting those magical 50 knots boundary knots speed record. Lucas Moore with the best maximum wind into the sail. Adrian Gordon, most numbers of jibes. That's very costly in the EF50 because every time you jibe, it slows you down. And nothing surprising here. The only thing is Azir winning from 7th to 4th. Good race by him from the gate mark towards the reach mark. So good race by them. And let's see the final score coming in here. A victory to Lucas Moore from Denmark. He has 11 points. Kasiyaka takes second with 15 points. Let's see. Has it been upgraded in the grand final? No. Yeah, it has been upgraded. So that's cool. Then we have Kasiyaka in second. Azir in third. We have Team Carpentier in fourth. Maxins in fifth. Aiden Gordon 6. Bonsai 7. Alexander Menino 8, Viking Racer 9, and Enevoldsen getting in 10th. That was the lockdown series organized by the Royal Danish Yacht Club, KDY. Fantastic to see, and one of the reasons why it wasn't full up today was because in the Central European time we have been switching time today. We're going into summertime, so everybody has to go 1 hour earlier up than normal. So a lot of players, we could also see on the viewer numbers, came in later today. So let's see what happens next Sunday. Next stream that's coming up here is on Esailing TV is at 12 Central European time, 1.5 hour. There we'll see the top Spanish sailors sail against the SailGP team as part of the Spanish competition they are hosting in their community with 836 skippers. Amazing. Have a good day, have a good Sunday. See you later on the streams. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you Esailing fans around the world. Welcome to Esailing TV.
We are in Marseille, we are at the SailGP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of SailGP will receive their trophy.
So that's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo, 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.
Good start. This is superb. And look at the speed of the Spaniards.
From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that zero. That